peace and blessings, everybody. You're watching Submissive Goddess Vlog. I hope you guys are enjoying your morning. As you can see, it's about 10:59 here. I saw this on Twitter, and whether it's real or not, I thought it was super interesting for me to explain maybe some red flags that people might throw in relationships that people are just not seeing. When I read this, it was interesting, but I was like, nigga, why didn't you leave the first time? Hindsight is 2020. But I made a few notes, and I thought we could go through this together. Because like I said, it's rather fucking interesting, right? He called this like the side nigga story or something like that. Like I said, good looking guy, girl in the situation is good looking. You can go to his page on Twitter and see the couple. I don't think they're together anymore, but as toxic as this story seems, they probably are back together. But very toxic, so many red flags. So you can go ahead and read what you want to read. I have some notes that are going to go with each one of these slides. I found myself like, damn, that's a lot. Okay, so boom. I hope y'all are reading that. So it says, I said my first one is like, long distance doesn't seem to trust her. So when he said something along the lines of it was working out, but it kind of bothered him. I'm like, why would you be in a relationship that you feel like, I don't know what she's doing, I can't pull up on her like that? That bothers me. Why would you even, I hope that was a discussion in their relationship. Like, hey, this bothers me that you're so far away. Maybe I should move there, but this is the thing. He continued to stay with her, even though it bothered him and rubbed him the wrong way, right? All right. So, one of the red flags, I think red flag number one for me is when he said she was acting single. I honestly feel like that clearly is no respect for the relationship. He said that she was on Facebook and a guy asked if her picture was scratch and sniff. Now, that's a funny comment. I've never heard that one before. I just don't know what body part he was talking about. Hopefully he was just talking about her whole body picture. Like, girl, you look like you smell good, because anything else seems so weird. So anyways, but that seemed like it was, the first red flag, when he was maybe should have been like, you know what? This doesn't really seem like she's taking this serious, right? All right. So we're going to go past the red flag. Maybe she was just, it's Facebook. People tweet. They post things, right? And you can't control that because they're not you, right? So, okay, I give her the benefit of the doubt. The first breakup should have been over. All right. Or at least talked about why he felt like, she felt like he was controlling and shit because of the Facebook post, To me, it didn't really make sense. And this is the last one that I'm talking about right here. She hit him up the next day, called him controlling, and they broke up. And I'm like, wait. So a man saying, hey, I don't really like what that post said, can you delete it? Or can you not respond to niggas? That's not really controlling. He's just telling you how he feels. If a man can't tell you how he feels and every time he does, it's going to be something like, oh, you're so controlling. That should not be your first thought when a man is trying to protect what he has. He feels like you are part of him or you're his. What's wrong with protecting that, right? To me, that didn't really make a lot of sense. I was like, But we all know how things go. A lot of people feel guilty for what they're doing or stuff that they're saying. So they kind of throw accountability to the side and just blame the person, right? We've been there. We understand what this girl is doing, but nevertheless. All right, boom. Okay. So I said, it seems like the only reason they got back together was for the trip. And that could be red flag number 2 or 3, depending on how you look at it, right? Excuse me. It seems like she wanted a trip. She's in the Bronx, like he said. Obviously, you want to see your man. You probably want some dick or whatever. And then on top of that, of course, you want to floss for the gram and whatever else. And he did say that their pictures went viral, right? So very, 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 very interesting. I don't know if this is their first time going viral, but maybe she felt like, oh, this would bring me more niggas or more clout or more fame or whatever, right? You just got to think of it from different. And I know people don't think like this while they're in the moment, but we need to start thinking like this while we're in the moment. It will keep us from a lot of heartbreak and a lot of bullshit, right? So why in the fuck would she all of a sudden be like, he's like, hey, we're not going to go to the Virgin Islands anymore. We're not together. And all of a sudden they make up. Come on now. This seems pretty obvious, but asking someone to get a restraining order for a pop-up seems a bit extreme and insecure to me, right? Obviously, that's my ex-husband. He saw our pictures going viral and he wants to try his luck. I said no. I hope she said no in a sense, right? And kept it like that. He would have just been like, yeah, if that would have happened again, I would definitely understand, hey, I'm going to come through, or restraining order. I would understand if it was a multiple situation where this man has popped up 5 times. You know what I'm saying? For a man popping up and shooting his shot, I don't think that's restraining order worthy. That's just me. And then she didn't say anything about him trying to rape her, beat her, or do anything, right? So it's a bit strange. I don't know, but okay. I said also another red flag, I think, which may be red flag number 3 or 4, about the name and how she acted towards the ex-husband. So her giving her current boyfriend her a fake name for her ex-husband seems a bit like she's protecting him, right? That for me would have been, I'm out. If all of these things before weren't bad enough, I would have been out. What do you mean you gave me the wrong name? If I'm your man and I'm supposed to be with you and we're trying to make this work, especially long distance, what are we doing? You know, what is this? It's just no reason why, bro. It's no reason why. It's insane. I feel like she was protecting him. And this is what when I'm reading this is the thoughts that popped up in my head. Like, wait, she protecting nigga. Why? Right? Well, we'll see why. But he should have felt the same thing. I know men don't like to talk about their intuition and shit. But bro, y'all have it. Use that shit. You know, it's not feminine to be, logical and use your gut. There's nothing wrong with that. Listen to your gut a little bit. But I thought that was another extreme red flag about the name and how she was acting towards the ex-husband, like kind of protecting him and saying, oh, no, it's all fine. I mean, I would have said, yeah, what he was doing was fucking out of line. He shouldn't have popped the fuck up. If you do it again, I'm going to take your advice, babe. I'm going to do the restraining order. That's all you have to say. You know what I'm saying? It keeps the man at ease. He feels like he's protected you, right? And, you're not making him look stupid or making him feel suspicious of you. That's it. All right. Okay, so this could be red flag number 5 or 6, but on mine should I have red flag number 4? All right, staying in a relationship clearly that is failing because you're a romantic lover boy. And this is what he said here on this last slide. I stayed through. Why? Because I'm the real dark-skinned Drake. Like, okay, whether that was a joke or not, this nigga actually stayed. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Y'all don't like to put in any more time. Once you are in something for a long time, you don't want to pull anything out because you feel like, nah, I've been spending money on this bitch. We look good together on pictures. We went viral. All this bullshit that doesn't matter, right? And then you end up staying longer and causing yourself pain. But you are the root and your cause of your own stupid shit that you're going through. Clearly, look at this. Ridiculous, okay? Stalking or overwatching your partner, especially on social media, is extreme. Okay, it is, and it's controlling, and it gives off cheating vibes. It gives off the fact that you want that person to be doing something so bad that any little thing that they do is breakup worthy. I hope you guys heard me. Okay, there's a lot of people that do this. Oh, did you just look at that girl? Yeah, she has hardly anything on. Where are you? We at the beach. Yes, I looked. Like, what the fuck? Okay. Hey, did you just look at that guy? Yeah. Yes, I'm sorry I did, but okay, respectfully, I won't allow you to see me looking at these people. And that's the only thing that I think. I think you might want to hide your eyes darting around and stuff like that, just for respect levels, right? But when we're going to Instagram and social media and shit like that, bro, these men are going to like these pictures. These women are naked. These women have their coochies out. These women have their titties. And listen, you can see a woman's whole insides. They be spreading their legs through the, you can see the whole insides through the pussy, the asshole. You can just see every fucking thing, okay? They're naked on here. They're naked. They want attention. And a lot of guys kind of get hooked on that, hook, line, and sinker, and end up liking the post. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, it's not a whole bunch of women liking these half naked posts or booty pictures. You know what I'm saying? It's not really a lot of women doing that shit. I get where she's coming from, but it does seem a little insecure, and it seems a bit controlling, and it seems like she's trying to start an argument of anything. Like, why are you watching this man's stuff? How did she even find out is another thing. She's stalking your shit. But anyways, it's stalking. It's strange. And if you don't trust your person that much that you think, hey, him liking a bitch picture on Instagram is breakup worthy, then y'all need to stop. It's counseling is needed, okay? Going to get her back after she dumped you for nonsense instead of having time away from her and a convo about why she thinks this of you, why she doesn't trust you. His actions are toxic because there's no both of their actions are toxic. Don't get me wrong, but him going to the Bronx to see her is insane. You know what I'm saying? It's a bit insane. I just feel like, yeah, this shit is but a lot of relationships are like this, right? It's not even long distance though. This nigga might live 30 minutes or 10 minutes from you, and this is how y'all act with each other. You can't like nobody pictures. Did you just look at that girl? Oh, why this nigga posting or talking to you on through your comments? Oh my God. Like, if y'all can't, first of all, if your significant other, your boyfriend, girlfriend look good, you're not the only person that thinks they look good, right? That's just kind of how that goes. So, I mean, I don't know. Okay, so he did say that this was less than 30 days when they broke up again, right? So he was like, he dodged a bullet. She does have a child. So my thing is this: how are you being a stepfather long distance? Does that make sense to anybody? How are you? Okay, being a stepfather isn't just because you're a boyfriend and she has a child. Being a stepfather is very hands-on, being in the household. You know what I'm saying? Making sure that the children are doing proper things, giving that structure, that insight, that father figure. How the fuck are you doing that via FaceTime or over the phone? Like, what are we talking about here? That doesn't even make sense. I think both of these people are delusional. If this is a real story, both of these people are delusional. They staying together because their pictures go viral. Because they're both chocolate. Like, this in my mind, this is what's happening, because what the fuck what is this? Talking about something, he dodged a bullet. You are the bullet to her and she is the bullet to you. Like, what are we talking about? Thank God for that the child has the dad in her life, and that maybe the mother, might get back with the dad, because this shit is just insane. This shit is just weird, okay? All right, so he says November comes. He spent a whole bunch of time with her. Here's the next one. She pulled out the works, which I thought was super cute and romantic, but why is she doing this, right? Does she feel guilty? I don't know. Or maybe he's like, hey, took you on a nice trip. My birthday is going to come up, and maybe she felt like she had to go all out. That's a thing too. Could be. We don't know, right? But as you can see, and maybe which slide is it? All right, it's all of these. My goodness gracious. She said, if I asked to go through your phone, would you let me? This is a very interesting conversation that people in relationships have. Why would you even want to go through your significant other's phone if you trust them, right? I feel like the only time you going through someone's phone is when you don't trust them, or you have some type of inkling like, hey, something's going on. I have to see, because everybody keeps everything in their phone, right? Your phone is almost like your second brain in this day and age, right? Or it's like a treasure box that you just keep around and you have all of your little personal belongings and secrets in, right? So for her to be like, I need to go through that phone, that right there should say it. She doesn't trust you. But I do feel like, which might be red flag number 1,000, okay? That she's bringing up random shit for them to argue. This is this man's birthday weekend, and you're arguing about a phone. And when he clearly said, here, take it. Here's the password. Like, what are we doing? This was stupid to me. I don't know. Oh my gosh. So the fact that I think she was expecting him to be like, no, you can't look through my phone, right? Because that would have made her justified in her feelings that he's doing something wrong. He won't let me look through his phone. But the fact that I think he was like, no, go ahead, and threw her for a loop, and she had to start arguing about random stupid shit, right? All right. So he said he had hella shit in the bathroom, and that's why he was in there. And she was complaining about that. He said that was even a red flag. He said, you making the shit a big deal. You need to relax. And I honestly do believe that. I think that she was overdoing it because she was doing her own dirt, and she wanted to catch him in any and everything to make herself feel justified in cheating or doing whatever slick shit she was doing on the side. But giving her the opportunity to even look in the phone that's like a lot of trust right there. That's extreme to me, because I know a lot of guys that if you ask, they would be like, what the fuck for? Whether they're cheating or not, they just feel like, wait, you don't trust me, or either they're guilty, either one. So now here we are. The thing that stood out to me was, besides the fact that they're arguing back and forth, now they're back together, making up. Well, he said no. She said, I love you. He was like, no. He said this was the start of the end. He expressed to her, regardless of where we at in a relationship, he's going to do little things, I guess, that's going to piss her off, or something that she doesn't like. But I think this is something that you need to learn about your partner. Don't purposely still do things, or, allow yourself to do things if you know that it's going to affect that person, right? That to me was childish. But right here, this stood out to me that they're 4 years apart. She's older. Interesting. Maybe she thought she could maybe her husband's older or the same age, and maybe she felt like it might be better for her to go down in age. Maybe she didn't even think about it, right? But seems a bit controlling to me. Maybe she's dating younger men so she can try to get over, maybe thinking they're stupid. I have no clue. I don't know. That was just what I, concluded from that statement. And now I'm just about to wing these last few slides. Listen, any woman that says, hey, I'm pregnant after we break up, because look at many times she broke up with him and she was never pregnant, right? But as soon as he breaks up with her, it's this extreme pregnancy that's happening, right? Very, very interesting to me. Now, for her to be older, I don't know how old she is, but for her to be older and to play these games, I'm still thinking they might be early to mid 20s, because who plays these types of games, right? And even that is still too old to be doing this random bullshit, right? So he already felt like she was lying about the pregnancy, because he was like, if she brings up the breakup right after the pregnancy and abortion, she's lying. It was just a snag to get him back in, right? 100% agree. He said she went to a regular OBGYN. Now, I don't even know what the fuck that means, but I guess he means in the abortion sense, like, hey, you can't get an abortion at an OBGYN. 100% agree. There are abortion clinics, and then there are OBGYNs. So he's right in that fact. When I first read it, I said, what the hell is he talking about? But okay, I get that. I've never had an abortion, so I wouldn't fucking know. But I looked it up. That makes a lot of sense. So she didn't have the proper paperwork to back up her claims that she actually got an abortion, right? He even said he called The place. Child, we about to read his notes that he claimed he sent to her. We'll see. But this whole thing is toxic. And then I didn't like how zesty he was acting in these messages. Okay, she lied about an abortion. Why not just move on? Why even continue to text and let her know, I know that you're lying? You already broke up with her. You live in fucking Columbus. She lives in the fucking Bronx. Bro, all these text messages, and I'll let you guys see them individually, was unnecessary. It was just super unnecessary. And it gave me, like I said, beta male, zesty, super emotional vibes. And I'm like, excuse me. I said, like, what is the point of that? You know, she's not just going to pop up at your place. And if she do the same thing you told her to do, get a restraining order. Like, it's just a lot. So let's get into the messages, okay? I hope you guys have read this because I'm going to go into those messages individually, right? So after these messages, he's saying 2 weeks later, he's on some salty shit, and he wanted to know the truth. So he asked her, what's up from the jump? Tell me the truth from the jump. Her ass said, I don't know what you're saying. I'm still legally married. Oh, I don't know why you're still thinking we're legally married. We were never legally married. We were spiritually married. Listen, both of them are toxic. All right, so boom. This is what's going on here, okay? These are what he said he sent in his notes so he can go ahead and send it over to her messages. And I'm just like, that's strange, which makes me believe that maybe this might not be real, but it's still good for content, right? So here we are. I don't know how many times he called this woman a bitch, but yo, that's the stuff that made me feel like, okay, she did you wrong. She played you. Take the L. You know what I'm saying? Women have to take L's daily. Take the fucking L. You're in your feelings. This is why when men get hurt, they get hurt, right? When women get hurt, we spaz the fuck out and we just leave it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because we've been hurt plenty of times before. It's almost like every guy we've been through, it's like that. You know, your heart gets broken. And maybe this was her first really good heartbreak. I don't know, but it just seemed necessary to me. Unnecessary. So you dirty ass bitch, you still legally married and you fucking lied about this whole pregnancy shit. Okay, I called that place you went to. They don't even deal with abortion. So how the fuck did you get an abortion pill? Like, oh my gosh, bro. Next, you told on yourself, bitch. Oh my gosh, you still married. I don't care if why you spell y'all like that. If y'all separated, whatever the fuck it is, your ass could have just said something from day one and we could have at least been friends with benefits. Fuck. But, and it's the thing, I feel him, right? But obviously if that woman wanted to really be with him, you're not going to say that. Like, if you getting to know somebody, like, yeah, I would never date somebody that's separated or married. Boom. This is exactly why, you know, she's like, oh no, I'm just going to tell him I'm, you know, it's not good either way, but I understand. Dumbass bird bitch. You stupid as hell, but I'm glad I found all the shit out before I moved you here, because I would have kicked your slow ass out. And it's another reason, right? This man was willing to be a stepfather to her child, right? But this is my thing. Why didn't you ever meet the husband before you are, or ex-husband and what he thought, before you ever going to be somebody's stepdaddy? Okay. You need to be meeting that husband. You need to be talking to that man. That it's no difference between when a man is taking a girl out of her dad's life or house, right? And about to marry her. You need to go talk to that man. Anybody that was responsible for that woman, the new man needs to be talking to that man. That's just what that is. You would have known that they were still married or whatever else. You would have known that you ain't nobody's stepdaddy through the internet. Like what, or, you know, over the phone. This shit is just ridiculous. Like, if y'all did y'all due diligence on these people and their background and all of that stuff, because how long were you with her, taking her to the Virgin Islands? She's going all out, you know, for your birthday. Y'all taking these, you know, pictures together. Y'all having all these issues. Y'all both insecure. How long have y'all been together? You know, that's interesting to me. Like, questioning me, accusing me of shit, making that Instagram shit bigger than what it was, right? Trust after 3 months, but you was quick to move on from the pregnancy situation and went straight to talking about the breakup. It's true. If you really love this man and you really did get an abortion, you probably would be a lot more emotional about the situation. Might just want him there to console you, but to just act like you went and got an abortion, and then after you got off the abortion table, like, oh, okay, so what's up with this breakup? Whoa. In the last few slides, she said that he was conceited, and like a narcissist. Peep this. You lost a good nigga, and karma gonna find you. I mean, I'm just reading what he's typed out. You know what I'm saying? It seems a bit narcissistic. I mean, you can think that you're a good person and everything, but she dogged you out. She's married, and the only thing that you could really say is like, hey, I'm a good ass nigga. You lost out, bitch. I'm gonna go out and do what the fuck I want to do. Something about how he's going to be out here getting hoes, and see zesty behavior, the restraining order and shit again. Talking about how her head ain't good, coochie ain't good, how he got other hoes, how he's going to, like, what? Okay, he's hurting because what hoes do you have? So apparently he wants us to feel bad for him and this whole thing about how he got played, right? But then the truth starts coming out a little bit. What hoes you have? What are we talking about here? If you were just in a relationship and y'all just broke up, what hoes do you have to throw in her face? Were there hoes there the whole time? Were you entertaining these hoes? Like, these are good questions. These are very good questions. But so we're back here. She said she was never legally married. She was spiritually married. So I asked what y'all had, a spiritual divorce. Her ass said, yeah. He's like, I'm like, you dumb as fuck. But this is the thing. Some people don't believe in actual Western marriages. So I feel this, right? You don't have to go to the courthouse under the white man to be like, hey, let's get married. You don't have to do that. It can definitely be spiritual. And then you guys decide to be faithful to each other. And then you guys decide to spiritually divorce, or whatever you want to call it, right? It's not as far-fetched as he's saying, like, as he thinking. It's a lot of men out here with multiple wives. You can only legally here in the States get married to one, right? And then you can go to another country and get married to all of them. But the U.S. is only going to see one as a real wife, right? So who knows the situation? I don't know. But maybe they didn't want to do all of that extra paperwork and all this other stuff. Who knows, right? He's like, fuck that. I was supposed to move her and her daughter out here in July. So, and the post of this is March, right? He was supposed to move the kid and her out there in July. So, yeah, I was a viral side nigga on accident. I mean, I feel it, right? But he could have saved a lot of money, sweat, tears, semen, all this other stuff, right? If he just would have, boom, went and met that nigga like, oh, so you have an ex-husband, you have a child, I'm gonna need to meet him. And then based off of her response, no, you can't meet him, or that's stupid, you could have deaded it right there. Or you could have actually met the nigga and he would have told you, no, we're still together. Listen. If y'all don't start vetting these fucking hoes and men, I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't really make sense to me. It's nobody else's fault but yours. This ain't nobody else's fault but yours. So there's a lot of life lessons in this. This is the last slide, by the way. It's a lot of life lessons in this. I hope you guys honestly take this serious. This was a funny little YouTube thing, but it's a lot of lessons in this. Vet these people harder. Take your time, get to know them, whatever makes you feel comfortable. Texting first, on the phone first, then FaceTiming, and then meeting. I feel like those should be the steps, because a lot of people like to waste your time. A lot of people are liars. Look through their Instagram before you take anything serious and see what they're about. Are they entertaining a whole bunch of people? Ask these questions like, hey, if you were with me, would you continue to do these things? It's nothing wrong with asking. Dating, and when I say dating, I mean anything before being exclusive, taking a bitch out, all this other stuff, is an interview process. Whatever she's doing while y'all are dating, more than likely, both of them, men and women, whatever they're doing while you're dating them, more than likely won't change once you actually make them exclusive. And it damn sure ain't gonna change if you put a ring on it. Okay. Some people are the exception to the rule. Okay. That doesn't make the rule invalid. Okay. So please, just because your ex stopped everything for you because he thought you were the earth, moon, sun, stars, doesn't mean the next thing is going to move the same way, and vice versa with the gender thing, right? Okay. Just look up these people. I do background checks on people that I fucking date because I have kids. You see what I'm saying? So I need to know, are you a weirdo out here? Do you have any domestic violence shit against you? All that. I need to know, right? Also, you need to, like I said, be looking through their stuff. If they are posting half-naked pictures, these women out here are not going to be like, well, oh, sorry. These women out here are not going to be like, well, you met me like this, so I'm going to continue to do it. They're not going to stop. They're going to continue, right? But like I said, just do your due diligence with these people, and please understand that you can always back out of a long-distance relationship or any relationship. It's harder to get out of marriage. So don't make any of these really, 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 really tough decisions, long-term decisions based off of love, sex, we look good in pictures together. None of that shit, right? Please. We're tired of hearing about it anyway. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. I was thinking about doing another part 2 to the Tinder. Maybe we can dive into the DMs. Let me know in the comments if you guys are interested in that. If not, I will not even bother doing it. But let me know, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for supporting me. Bye.